Salustio or Salusto?
Salustio.
Bandini.
Right, he's a pope.
All right, he did. This is a continuation of the walkway to the center of the city. And see, it's quite striking.
Arani
It's the
Suzuki.
Banchi di Sopra, and we go right when we face that sign.
Yeah.
We're at the intersection of the Croce del Travaglio.
We passed
Croce
two
del
Benetton.
What are the boys playing?
Here we are at
They're playing frisbee.
Il Campo, which is the main square in Siena. This is where the Palio, the horse race, is held.
What month?
Horses.
It's held every year in July and August. July 2nd and August 17th.
I don't like Siena anymore.
And it's where the Contrade compete. It's a bell tower
All the churches
on
have
the
bell
Campo.
towers.
There we go. This is Amy.
Taking her glasses off so she will look better.
There are the kids and Judy. They're continuing to walk because there are no shops. A fountain on Il Campo. Supposedly drinkable water.
Oh, really?
From the other end. This is the Duomo. There's Judy heading up the stairs. Amy's not sure that she wants to do this. And Carrie is revolting. She doesn't like the city because of the horse race. This is the new section of the church that and plans for this were interrupted by the plague, which halved the number of people in Siena. And so that gave them an opportunity to reconsider whether they really wanted to build this grand cathedral, which was to be the most grand in all of Europe, out of the one that they had started earlier, which we'll take shots of in a second. And they chose not to, because apparently it was an ungainly effort to try and build a new cathedral out of an old one. This is the front of the cathedral, begun in 1196 and completed, virtually complete, in 1339. Off to the side here is the new part that they've started and then abandoned after the plague. Very top. Yeah.
In Florence?
chilly here.
How do they get wet in Florence?
Stepped into his butt.
We're inside the cathedral now, and this is the window at the rear, or at the front of the cathedral. And this is the window above the main altar.
The chapel that we
This is
were
the
in
pulpit. This is one of the more famous, you said?
Yes, pulpits. The Siena. Because you've got...
Why is it famous? Jude? Judy?
They had to compete.
But what does
for
it
the
have?
commission. It has three-dimensional perspective. It has with the clothing and the faces. We're talking about the year 1100 or the year
1196.
1196. And it's considered beautiful because there's expression and sadness and laughter. Oh!
Okay, here we are at the Pension
Maria Luisa de Medici.
Maria Luisa de Medici in Florence. Amy and Carrie have been priming themselves for the last hour.
So wipe it all off.
Here's my lipstick.
Carrie
I
is
don't
not
like
feeling
lipstick.
too well.
Don't like lipstick.
Hi, I'm Mother and I haven't slept a wink. You see me?
Judy has been bitching as usual about her lack of sleep.
Get away.
And this is the first moment of peace and quiet that we had since the people
Tell
got
the
up.
camera that I love the bedroom suite. It's beautiful. All beveled glass and antique.
Shall we pan the pension? There's the door, there's the kids' beds, not made, and there's mother's and father's beds, not made. Here is the view from our window, all the way down into the center. This is the entrance to the Uffizi galleries. Frescoes on the ceilings and sculptures on the side wall.
But this wasn't a long time ago.
This is a beam ceiling in one of the galleries. Obviously recently redone. This is a close-up of a fresco outside of rooms 2, 3, and 4, right at the beginning of the Uffizi.
Let me try.
Just pull up and get a close shot at the center. It's a better shot. Again, a close-up. What we're looking at now is Botticelli's Birth of Venus, right?
Yes. Well, where's the guy?
This room has 15th, 16th century Florentine, right? Yeah, it does. This is the tribune a room that houses the Medici Venus, which has inspired many in amorous ways over the centuries. Somewhat controversial.
Should I use a flash for this?
Oh, it jostles the camera.
What a view.
This view of the Ponte Vecchio from
Yeah.
the Uffizi Palace.
Flash or no flash?
No flash.
Look at those windows. Are those rest?
This is the entrance to the Pitti Palace. This is the entrance to the Pitti Palace. And there's Queen Judy. Picture of the
Bowley Gardens.
picture of the gardens from the entrance.
Oh, the gardens are beautiful. No wonder.
The dentist at work. Jim getting his teeth cleaned. A view of the gardens. Again. Bathroom in Palace. I can't believe it's room after room of this stuff.
We don't have time to do the modern world.
Here's the central courtyard for the Pitti Palace, and this is a court jester out here, acting like a total moron, but in the spirit of the age. To all with love from Carrie and Amy. We were going to see some of the other museums in the in this palace, but the Italians have made it a ripoff. No way. However, we are going to go back and look at the gardens. Enough of this crap. Fountain off the main courtyard. My God, there are goldfish in this fountain, as well as tons of coins. Front view of the fountain above the courtyard of the Pitti Palace. We're going to walk back and view the gardens. Oh my, what a view. Oh yeah, I think we need to walk up to the top.
To the top.
Yeah. Don't you?
No, Dad has to be there.
This is a glorious view of Rome or Florence or wherever the hell we are today. I think it's Florence. Yeah.
She did to me?
What?
Proof of this.
As you can see, our daughters are beginning to thoroughly enjoy themselves here.
I love her.
The culture and civilization of the city is rubbing off.
Love her too.
Another view of a fountain. I don't know how anybody gets to it. Oh yeah, they do from the walks along the first or the second. We searched high and low for a store that would appropriately meet Amy's needs, and we found it here.
What you call it, the sign.
This is Amy's life. There she is. Amy's statue in progress at the Academy. Also by Michelangelo.
He'll be in glass of idiots in their room.
Sorry, first, did you see that was just
Michelangelo's David, supposedly inaugurated as a symbol of the triumph of republicanism over the Medicis. Michelangelo's David from the rear. Typical U.S. admirers. Construction phase. Another shot of David. I'm going to get my money's worth. At $10 per. We'll watch the videos in the future. Apparently when Michelangelo studied, he examined bodies and cut them up to better understand the muscle structure. And you can see the detail. Even to the point of the veins in the arms. Look at the neck. And the detail around the nose. Side view of Michelangelo's David. His arm must have been broken at some point because there are two obvious repairs here. This is the Medici Chapel at the Church of San Lorenzo. In this church, two popes and two queens and all of the Medicis have been buried. This is just a side chapel, but also the most elegant, and it is known as the Medici Chapel. Unbelievable. Costs 8,500 lira to get in here, and like everything else in Florence, they are ensuring that all of the Florentine gold remains in Florence. It's magnificent nonetheless. I believe this is an actual tomb, as is this, and the wall is lined with them. Another view from behind the altar. This chapel apparently is off of the main Medici chapel and was designed by Michelangelo. Who else? This whole church, by the way, represents early Florentine Renaissance. The altar. This is an exterior view of San Lorenzo from the front. There is much more to this than meets the eye. Ignore the banter you hear in the background. That's simply Amy complaining that she hasn't gotten enough.
Only when you...
Okay, here we are at Pisa.